let's talk about my guy. Let's talk about my guy, Danny Boy. I discovered Danny Boy when? When did I discover Danny Boy? I discovered Danny Boy through, is it Screen Rant? Are they called Screen Rant? Screen Rant, Scran Rant. They've got, by the way, they've got one of the best pieces of merch ever. I might put this up when I clip this later. I might put this up on the screen so you can see it. Dudes are awesome or something. So big up Screen Rant, or I forgot the name. It's like these two English guys, two guys I think from London, if I'm not mistaken, who do like, you know, cultural comedy sort of a show where they kind of react to different sort of clips. They talk about their lives and shit, and they're really funny, really fucking funny. And they always discover these, like, I don't know, these people, these humans, especially in the UK. They find all these, like, I think they were the first people to put me onto Bevo. They're the first people to put me onto fucking this guy. There's another guy that's like, oi, you know, it's fucking Friday, you know. He kind of speaks to the fucking speakerphone when it's Friday night, when Friday comes around, and it's a weekend. So this Danny Boy guy is like some lad, some lad, right? Who's like, might be from Loughborough, might be from Essex, might be from like, I don't know, Bermondsey or something. I don't know. But he's a bit of a lad. And, you know, he likes to get on it. He likes his booze. He likes his nose candy. And he likes his brasses. Brasses in the UK slang, or the, you know, London Cockney slang. A brass is a lady of the night. He loves to have the company of ladies of the night. And this guy in particular, Danny Boy, he was doing a lot of trips around the summer to like Ibiza. I think he did stuff to Southeast Asia as well. And this time around, he went to Brazil. This time around, Danny Boy is in Brazil. And he linked up with this guy called Manchester Jack, another kind of individual. And actually, Manchester Jack, if I'm not mistaken, I did Google him. Manchester Jack is a lot more of a traditional YouTuber. He does like travel content, travel vlogs. You know, the type of people like, oh, we're going to go to the roughest place in this place. We're going to see the real side of this place, blah, 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 blah. Which I think is really cool, because there's a lot of people in the UK, I imagine, who are maybe from their background, who are maybe working class, middle class, you know, kind of lads, who maybe don't see, you know, maybe wouldn't ever think of going to places like Thailand, maybe other parts of Asia, other parts of South America, Central America, if people like themselves weren't there pushing it and say, hey, it's a good place to go, good food, cheap food, you know, easy to score drugs and drinks and stuff. So I love that they're like inspiring people that look like them, who are from their background, to go and travel. This clip in particular is really funny because Danny Boy lands in Brazil. He links up with Manchester Jack, and then they buck up with some guys in favelas to go and do some drugs and drink and stuff, hang out. And if you know anything about traveling in Brazil, from all the numerous vlogs I've watched of traveling in Rio, the favelas is where it's at. The favelas is where it's at, but the favelas you have to have a connect. A connect has to take you to the favelas, but allegedly the parties are fucking amazing. The drinks are amazing. The scene, like everything, it's a sensory overload. But one thing you're not allowed to do is take pictures. You're not allowed to take pictures. You're not allowed to put a camera out. You'll have to be like, you know, in the moment, enjoying, which is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, they do it to prevent people from like snitching, to prevent people from getting fucking caught up in cases, because there's maybe people in it that shouldn't be there. There's people there with drugs and stuff and guns, all this sort of malarkey. But allegedly, the favelas are meant to be absolutely lit. They're very dangerous. People die there. Recently, just the other day, there's been a massive riot in Rio, if I'm not mistaken, because the police, they just do this randomly from time to time. The police from time to time will do like a clean sweep of the favelas, and they'll just come in one day and just start like indiscriminately just like firing, like shooting at people, right? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this past weekend, the police kind of raided this one favela, or this one area, and they ended up killing like 60 plus people. I think last time I checked, it was like 100 and some, it was plus 100. If I'm not mistaken, the police randomly killed plus 100 just like people. And again, some of them could be like gangsters or whatever, but some of them could just be innocent people too. They don't give a fuck. So you have to watch your P's and Q's. But allegedly, it's lit out there. It's fucking fun as fuck. Me personally, I've never really had this. I'm not going to lie, even though, you know, I look the way I look and I'm from the where I'm place I'm from, I've never really had the strongest desire to go to Brazil on my own. I think I'd go to places like Colombia on my own. I'm going to go to places like Peru on my own. I'm going to go to places like Venezuela on my own, Bolivia, Honduras. But, you know, but I wouldn't go to Brazil. Same with Argentina. I'm not really that bothered, you know, to travel all the way there for that. I'd rather go to like those other places I mentioned. But after watching a lot of these vlogs and stuff, it looks kind of lit. I'm not going to lie. It looks kind of lit. It looks kind of fun. So listen to Danny Boy. Clearly, after he'd done a couple of bumps. Clearly, this is Danny Boy after a couple of bumps, enjoying himself in a Brazilian favela, and the view as well is pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie. This is Danny Boy 83. I think he's on. I think he's on Instagram and TikTok officially. This Twitter account isn't actually his account. It's some person just re-uploads the clips, but it gives you a rough idea of how his trip's going at the moment. Your friends look at you like this. You think you're having a blast. You think you're going crazy, but your friends are actually staring at you like this. That's how your friends are staring at you. Like, are you all right?
No, thank you.
Starting the video fresh now?
Yeah, that's what I've just done. Started fresh. Is that your Ami there on the left? Yeah, I can't show that. But here's the favelas, people. Naughty, innit?
Look at that view, bro. I know a lot of this is like very dilapidated, poor houses and shit, but that view is absolutely insane. It's all these houses built on top of each other, built on the side of a mountain. You know? The views are incredible. You can't imagine the amount of side streets and slip streets and just the density of people as well. The amount of human beings that must live in this particular section. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Bad boy favelas, mate. No lie, we just hit a bud and I bought a little Pablo Escobar like souvenir, little capsule thing. You know what I mean when I say that, but little Pablo Escobar like souvenir capsule.
Little Pablo Escobar suit. By the way, just note how many times he says Pablo Escobar. And if in case you're wondering, when he says Pablo Escobar, he of course means coke. But it's funny, he keeps going on about Pablo Escobar when they're in Brazil. Right? He keeps talking about Pablo Escobar when they're in fucking Brazil. I'm half expecting him to say fucking Scarface, but he just keeps talking about capsule. Clearly he's off the capsule. Clearly the capsules are working.
Thing and like boom boom boom, you know what I mean, just boom boom boom. I had a little fucking, you know what I mean, I was like, yeah, fucking madness. But bit of Pablo Escobar memorabilia, ain't ya? So you're in the favelas, people, with our drivers. They took us up here. They had, yeah, I swear down. We just went in there and there's gators sitting there, and I put my thumb out like that, fist out like that, and he screwed me out and held onto his gun. I was like, fucking hell, you know what I mean? A bit clicky here, but they were sweet. They were well alright in the end, you know what I mean? Done their sales, it's like a fucking shop, mate, you know what I mean? Got bare buds and all that, and bare bits and bare whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? So I had a little you know what?
He's fucking breathing so heavily. I'm assuming it's the altitude, but it's also the gear he's on. He is on absolute level 100. Like, he's on absolute level 100. I love Danny Boy.
Hang on, wait, 2 seconds. I had a little yeah.
Telling them no policy with straps.
I had a little straight jacket, tester. I had the old Pablo Escobar little tub, you know what I mean? And it's banging, proper banging, boom, boom, boom. You can tell by the way I'm fucking waffling away. But
you can tell by the way I'm waffling away. I've had a couple of straight jackets. Yeah, you probably have. A couple of straight jackets, a couple of Pablo Escobars, boom, boom, boom. But can you imagine? I think last time I checked, I saw this guy. I forgot his name. There's this one Greek guy that speaks Spanish, speaks Portuguese. Actually, travels around Central South America and stuff. He did a video recently with some porn star that was quite informative as well. Actually, I wouldn't lie. But I remember he went to like an open air street market in Brazil where they just sell loads of drugs and shit. And if I remember correctly, he bought like a gram of coke for like, I'm gonna say it was like $10 or something stupid like that. I think it was like $10. Weed, like crazy cheap. Like this, it's just out in the literal market, and they've got like little stores that they sell it on. So I'm assuming with people like this, with a lot of this like illicit sort of like drug tourism that exists, right? That's a fucking whole scene in itself. I'm sure with this sort of thing going on, I'm sure also in part with like stuff that you see from Vice and other, you know, accounts like, I don't know, Lad Bible and stuff. I'm assuming this has probably increased the amount of tourism in those places, you know. People who are just going to go get fucked up and get high. Not even to go for a carnival, not even to go and drink as many Caprinas as possible, or chicken, or go to go watch the Copa Libertadores, or hang out in certain places and take pictures on on those really colourful stairs. I bet you the majority of people I bet you there are some people out there who legitimately are going to parts of South and Central America specifically to just go on a druggy weekender, a druggy 2-week trip where they just get as passes as possible. Maybe you could do it 2 ways. Maybe you could decide to go there for 2 weeks, do the first week where you just, you know, try to sniff as much as you can up your fucking nostrils, and then the second week you turn it into like a holistic sort of like, you know, thing where you do meditation, you might do some fucking ayahuasca, you might do some fucking, you know, retreat, massages and stuff, and deep, I don't know, whatever you're gonna do. That might be a way to go forward, but I imagine a lot of the people, especially from the UK, watch people like Danny and be like, you know what, I need to get some of that, and they'll go book it straight away.
Said to Jack, do you want to try a bit of the straight jacket? He went, no, fuck that, you can't. He went, no idea. He went, I'll go dizzy and paranoid. I went, oh, fuck it, you know what I mean? We're only here once, mate. People look, we're in amongst it. Proper in amongst it, mate. In the gangster favelas, and no lie, like proper sick. They got big fucking guns like that, man. They don't fuck about. You know what I mean? They man a gangster, like proper sick.
And I don't know about you, but most things I've watched online, they tell you to kind of be aware of your phone. Don't always have your phone out recording. And because it's gonna get jacked, right, by the little kids and stuff, or just the, you know, the banderos, banditos, whatever you fucking call them. But this guy's, he's got his phone out constantly. He's always recording himself. He's chatting, waffling a little bit too much, maybe saying a little bit too much on camera. But he seems to be very comfy. So maybe, I don't know if the warnings about having your phone out are a little bit, you know, a little bit scaredy catty. And really and truly, if you actually have your phone out, no one's really gonna bother you. I don't know. I wonder what the actual solution is here, because he seems to be moving around fairly freely despite having his phone out for the entirety of the trip he's out there. But maybe he's in a favela. It looks like he's in a favela. He's in somebody's home in a favela, maybe like looks like a home / bar sort of setup. I'm not sure. Which I've seen a lot of, by the way, which is pretty cool. Rio's got a lot of hole in the walls, these little kind of like you know, things like on side streets. They pull up the shutters, it's just someone's bar. They just happen to have some drinks behind the fucking thing. You know what I mean? I quite like that, I'm not gonna lie. It's just like alcohol everywhere.
We just walked up these stairs, you go down there, and we'll cut these mad crazy stairs. But sick place, people, sick place. You love it. I feel like coming up here on my own, but I don't know, I might end up getting killed. You know what I mean? I don't just want to stroll up on my own, I might get murdered or something, you know what I mean? But I do, I'm funny like that, you know what I mean? I'm fucking like weird. I think, oh fuck it, I'll come up here tomorrow on my own. But listen, people, be safe, be lucky. Me and Jack signing out. I can't show you Jack because he's rolling a doobie loobie. But me and Jack are signing out. And I've had a straight jacket, well, a bit of a straight jacket. And I feel brand new. So, lovely jubbly. People, be safe, be lucky, take care, yeah?
He was like, he was going on and on. I think there was another clip where I saw him going on and on about how good it was, how smooth it was. I don't feel ratty at all. I don't feel fucking weird. Like, because of course, you know, I don't know where he's from, but if you're from anywhere in London, you know, getting stuff from like road dealers is awful. The quality is fucking shocking. So you can only imagine him being in a place like Brazil, paying like £10 for like a gram. He is legitimately in heaven right now. He's loving every minute of it. But there's another bit actually I want to play for you, where he speaks to brasses, right? Because I told you before, brasses in UK slang is essentially, you know, ladies of the night, S workers as they like to call them. And he's actually talking to a couple who he's hanging out with. So there's a picture of him there with some S workers that he kind of bagged, right? Having a great time. Got the quintessential British guy outfit on, by the way. Nice button-up shirt, some shorts, and some TNs, right? That's a classic British guy outfit on a night out, right? You put on your button-up shirt to impress the ladies. You know, you got your little legs out and you got your TNs on, right? Just in case they don't think you're cool or you're with the shit. So funny about that. But there's actually a video of him talking to his girls, I think. Yeah, I think it's this one here. There we go. This is the one. So this is Danny Boy out with this other guy who's meant to be, I guess, a pimp, maybe a connect. I don't know what. But I guess there's guys out there now in Brazil. There's like guys from ends, because that guy he's talking to looks like somebody that I could see in my area. So there's actual guys out there hanging out who are now promoting the message, the idea of like, you know, living out there and having a fucking blast. I fucking love it personally. I think this is fucking fantastic. Seeing all these different faces going to Brazil, you know, maybe opening up to a whole different market of people, increasing the levels of tourism out there, and just increasing the levels of fucking laddism. For sure, you'll ending up in tears, right? There'll be too many lads going out there, deciding to go to Rio instead of going to fucking Bangkok and stuff, instead of going to fucking, you know, other places. But it's going to be fun for the clips on social. It's going to be fun for clips on social.
You're going to say goodbye, mate? Jack, saying goodbye.
Yeah, we're all out, mate.
We're all out, mate. I'm going back with E2.
Just got us lagging.
Yeah. Go, dude. Say hello.
Não pode.
Say hello. Say hello. Say hello, ladies.
No
come on,
fudge.
say hello. Thanks on me. But listen, people, I'm saying them.
Fucking hell, though. No 4G, no 4G. There's obviously he's paying. Don't get me wrong, but fucking hell. I don't believe in that. All right, I'm not about that life. That's something you never catch me doing, gambling and paying for fucking this. It's never happening in a million years. But still, fucking hell, mate.
Do back anyway, so be safe. Hello, baby. Hello. I'm taking both of them back anyway.
Brass Fathers had to get the fucking man.
I had to get both of them, didn't I?
At a good deal.
Yeah.
I've only sorted him out the best deal on
The
the
best
block.
deal, the best deal on the block, yeah.
Proper deal in it, Dana.
Bad deal.
I got him two
He got
for the
me
price
two,
of fucking.
and they're going to take out the game.
Oh, they're fucking wired, man. I know exactly that look. I know that glaze. I know that glaze. I know that sheen. I know that heat. I know that fucking sweat. I know that shine. You know, they are absolutely yacked out of their fucking minds right now. But it's amazing, isn't it? Anywhere you go around the world, you're going to meet somebody, most likely from your area. It's like it's at that time I went to fucking, where is it? Nicaragua. And then I bumping into that English dude who I hang out with for a bit there. And then ended up going randomly to Berlin. And I was in Berlin walking down the street, I think in Neukölln somewhere. The guy shouts my name across the street. I look over and it's the same fucking guy I met in the fucking hostel in fucking Nicaragua. Some English dude. So, you know, if you travel enough, you end up bumping into some very interesting people. And it's really funny how small the world becomes the more you travel. Really odd how that happens. And there's always somebody that you'll bump into who has weird ties to where you're from. Like he's from a very particular place, you know. It's like, what? How the fuck do you happen to be from? Like where I'm from in London, you might know some of the schools that I went to, but here you are in this random place that I came to by myself, you know. So this is funny that he just found this guy who's from London clearly, and also happens to have the down low on how to acquire ladies of the night, aka brasses.
And they're going to say the Gary. They're going to say the Gary Glitter, mate.
Yeah,
no, mate. They're going to say the Gary.
Fucking brass father, the brass organizer.
Yeah, big up El Neni in the stream chat as well. They're steaming, exactly. Big up Emmanuel dos Santos. Caralo, exactly. Big up Glenn Medeiros. Be safe, be lucky. He's a complete donut and down my way in Southeast London, but he's very entertaining. Yeah, he's giving me Bermondsey, innit? He's giving me Bermondsey. Big up Lee. I couldn't do yayo with the guy. He would have made me so... That's the thing. He doesn't seem like good company. Like, he got stabbed in the neck. There's a video clip I'm going to play later where he kind of... Because he gets chucked off the plane. On his way to Brazil, he gets chucked off a plane. And if you watch him, by the way, I recommend you check out his account. Danny Boy. I think it's like Danny Boy 85. But I'll show you later anyway. But he always talks about issues he has. It's never his fault. I don't know what was going on in there. This guy was like that, but I didn't even do that. I didn't even do nothing. It wasn't even my fault. But how could you get involved in so many hairy situations? Like, no one stabs somebody in the neck if you're not a bit of a dickhead, you know? You don't get chucked off planes if you're not causing a bit of a ruckus. But it always happens to be not his fault. So he always ends up in very dicey situations. He kind of comes out of it usually somewhat unscathed. But he's a very interesting individual. Big up Mac22. Now, drug holidays have been going on since before the internet. Fair enough. I wasn't too familiar with them because I'm a bit of a late bloomer in that lifestyle. He's coked out of his gills, exactly. Not gonna lie, it does look enticing on 10 toes. Really, no. I don't know. This was kind of fun to me. Bro. I'm not gonna lie. This was kind of fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm a bit weird when it comes to holidays. Sometimes if I go on holiday like this, right? If I was ever, again, it's very rare, it's very unlikely, but if I was ever to go to Brazil by myself on some backpacking thing, and I went into a hostel and I bumped into people who are from my area and shit, it kind of ruined the holiday for me, you know? I kind of want to go and not be surrounded by like Brits, not be surrounded by Londoners, you know? I kind of want to be around people from there or people from around the world to kind of get a new experience, so we all come into it fresh eyes and shit. There's no like hang-ups from back in the... You know what I mean? I kind of want that kind of sort of thing. But on the flip side, there's some places that you go to where sometimes if you bump into somebody from where you're from, it can kind of center you. It can kind of, you know, take some weight off your shoulders. It can kind of make you relax a little bit. So it depends where you go. But a trip like this, I probably wouldn't mind because it's so far away, you know? It's so far away, you'd be kind of super blown away that somebody that you know, random guy's from a place that you were from, you know? It kind of blow your mind.
Biggest pimp in the world, mate.
And you man trying to say my man's in the kidnap me.
Yeah,
That hurt me. That hurt me. That
taking
hurt
him home
me.
in my Uber
That
and all.
hurt me. That
You do
hurt
two
me.
things as well.
Yeah, but listen, you know how much that hurt me.
Oh, brother,
Me and
listen.
him had clicked.
Tell
Me
the
and him
man.
clicked.
Tell the people,
Me
right?
and him clicked
Tell
straight
him.
away.
Of course you clicked, bro. You got a couple of 8-balls in you. Of course you fucking clicked. You got a couple of 8-balls in you of some of the finest gear you ever find in the world, right? You probably paid like what, £10 for it, if that, right? The temperature is fucking gorgeous. They do free pouring over there, by the way, which I saw, which I love as well. We don't do that in the UK, so forgive me for wanking over minor things. But in the UK, there's no such thing as free pouring unless you go to a fucking house party. But in most of the bars and places I've seen in Brazil, everything is like a free pour. They're just fucking going crazy with that shit. So the drinks are strong, the drinks are tasty, the food looks very, very good for what it is, and the prices and stuff. I saw him and his friend had some like steak, some chicken thing that was like, I don't know, like £10 between the both of them, with like a side of chips and fries and chips and rice and these kind of red kidney beans sort of thing. Like, good time. So I'm not surprised they click so quickly, you know? It's hard to not get on somebody in a place like Brazil.
Tell him out where it is. Listen, come to Brazil, you see the fucking
that wounded me when you said that. Yeah, he's a geezer as well. He's a 100% geezer, mate. You know what I mean? Look at the jacket he's got on. See my real weird, so I love that.
Yeah,
that's
Stone Island.
gear, mate. I mean, gets up there, mate. And I'm taking the end of my line,
Nah, he ain't lying.
and I'm taking both of them back in the
I'm got him back for fucking cheap money
Yeah,
and all.
So yeah, people, I'll do a little upload in the room with a bit of music. Say hello, ladies. Hello. Yeah, I'm taking the boat back, mate. This will be in a bit, and I'll show you a little room with the upload, yeah?
So this is good. So I guess maybe because he's got to connect, but I guess he's not that worried about the whole like Colombia thing. Because in Colombia, I know they've got that thing that they do, which I spoke about before on the live stream, where the ladies of the night there, the brasses, they have this particular like plant that they use as a poison that kind of gets guys in a hallucinogenic state or something, and kind of fucks them up, and then they rob them. That's the whole idea. Allegedly, they said if you go to a place like Brazil or Colombia and you're a single dude, don't trust any girl you find on Tinder. They're all just like set up girls. And they'll kind of just rob you blind. So I guess these girls don't mind, because most of the girls most of the clips I've seen of passport bros that go to Colombia, when they link up with the girls, they're very hesitant. They're very wary of being on camera. They don't like it at all. They literally aggressively run. You know what I mean? They block the camera. They cover the camera. They get sometimes maybe aggressive. So these girls not willing to like say hi to the camera is proof that maybe they're more professional. You know, you pay. You know what I mean? You get to clap us, you know, that sort of thing. You get to clap us, no problem. We're not going to steal your wallet, you know? I don't know. But I find it fucking hilarious. Is there an update on these guys? Any update on them? I don't think so, right? So far. I think he's having too much fun. Yeah, no update so far. It doesn't seem like it. New account. Somebody hacked my old one. New Insta. How many fucking accounts has he had over the years? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think this is the one. This actually is the update. This might be the new one. So let's see. Is that?
Well, yeah, enough love, yeah, for showing Manchester Jack. Like, he got like, how many followings he getting?
Doubled up, didn't he?
Yeah, doubled up,
Danny.
doubled up.
Double up, Danny. That's what we're saying.
So Ian, you got to double him up.
Double me up.
Lee the brass
Lee the
Slayer.
Slayer.
Lee the Slayer. You got to double him up.
The old double
So
me up
Lee-
is out
What's your name on
everywhere.
Insta?
Boily, fucking Boily, you'll find me.
Boily the gangster.
I've fucking tagged Danny in the video. You'll see it, innit? You know what I mean?
Look at this comment, by the way. This comment is very accurate. Look at this comment. This is when he's at his best. Straight jackets, which I'm assuming is coke. Loads of randoms who aren't fed up of him yet. High grades and baby mum fuming at home. We're back. So I guess this is a natural state of affairs with Danny Boy. He seems to exhaust people, innit? Like, I think I've been this person before. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've been this person before in my past. I think so. But I hope I haven't been this annoying. I hope I haven't pissed off people this much, you know?
You're the one, the Slayer.
Right, please, follow them, yeah?
We're out here.
Follow them, mate, follow them. I know, look here, look. The people, look. They're everywhere, mate, look. They're everywhere.
That's my team. That's my team.
It's everywhere, isn't it? How quiet's man?
Jack's a league.
No, but he's
He's
gone
sitting
dizzy.
there like a bitch.
Yeah, he's gone dizzy. Gone dizzy, isn't he? Gone well dizzy, isn't he? I know, he's got all dizzy, isn't he? Got all quiet. It'll be safe, be lucky. Look at the high grades, mate. Look at them two. We just had a chat with them.
Look at the high grades, mate.
Me and Lee just had a chat with him. You know what I mean? But see, this man here, right? Let me say one thing now.
Oh, he's going to kidnap you.
Let me
I'm
talk.
going to kidnap you.
Let me talk. You try and say he was going to kidnap me. He's my boy. He's my fucking boy. Me and him clicked.
Brass father said it.
Me
He
and him
said
clicked here on the phone, yeah?
The
When we
brass
spoke,
father.
we knew we was both from London, both from the ends, both geezers, 42 carat gangsters,
Fucking
and that's
proper.
how we roll.
Yeah,
my man's
brass
smashing it in Brazil.
Yes.
My man's eating 6 figures as a boat engineer. You are. Don't lie.
He's like, hey, don't bait me up. Exactly. Danny just talks too much, man. Danny boy out here talking too much, baiting up the whole thing. No one's meant to know that, though. He told you that in confidence, bro. He told you that in confidence. Dan, this is why he's a liability. This is why Danny boy is a liability. What you tell him when you're high, he then blurts out on fucking social media. Fucking hell.
6 figure Lee.
Where's he on? Oi, we're kidding. Get him now. Get him. Where's he on? Oi, we're kidnapping him. We're kidnapping that cunt.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
I would.
100%.
6 figure Lee.
Figure Lee.
It's about it,
It's about
mate.
it,
All
mate,
about
yeah.
it, birds. Listen, if you know about Lee, add him up now.
add him
He's
up,
6
yeah.
figures
No,
and
no,
more.
my man's a proper gangster. My man's a G.
Don't, Danny,
he's
don't.
back. He's back. Hey, didn't you?
Yeah, go on, do
No,
it.
we all Ian, he
I'd
don't
like to
believe
see
us.
them try.
No, what, me and him?
I've already got him.
Yeah, he's already got him. Ah, go on. But now, listen. Anyone that said anything bad, my boys all loved him, said yeah, from the ends,
Mate,
yeah.
I ain't done nothing. I weren't
He
never
sounds
gonna
like
kidnap him,
He
mate.
sounds like Danny Simpson, doesn't he?
Fucking hell.
Talks like Danny Simpson.
You know Danny Simpson, don't you?
Yeah, but he talks like him.
Yeah, fucking.
And
too
my
right.
mate Danny Cooper, you sound just like him, it's mad.
100% boys,
Yeah.
listen.
And my
I remember, I grew up with a lot of these guys in my area from back in the day. The guys who you always pronounce their first and last names. I don't know why this was a thing. But if you're from a certain part of London, you know there's guys who, for some reason, carry so much weight that you always say their first and last name. You don't just say their road name. You say their full governments. For some reason, their full governments ring. Their full government names ring. There's so many I can name without naming that I can kind of think of from back in the day. And I wonder if some of them are in the same state that Danny Boy is in now.
man, no, but when they try to say, I was like, this man ain't no real weirdo. Like, he puts his pictures on, like, he's a real man. He's a real man.
Say it with my chest, cunt.
Yeah,
Say it with
exactly
my
that,
chest.
exactly that. Leroy the boy.
Come on, cuz. You know what
See
I'm
my
on.
man here? He showed me a video of him in a jacuzzi. Don't run away. Matt, we are.
Scared of it, innit?
No, he showed me in a jacuzzi
Jesus Christ, Danny, shut up.
with 4 Colombians going all out, you know what I mean? So he is the bro.
Jesus Christ. He showed me a video of him in the... Bro, he might have showed you that in confidence, bro. You just like, he might have a wife and kids at home. He showed me a video of him in the jacuzzi. Yo, if this guy has a baby mum, if this guy has a girlfriend or fiance at home, he's going to be sleeping on a couch for a long time. That guy's going to be sleeping on a couch for a long fucking time, bro. He's in the doghouse for real. Oh my God.
Slayer. I'll give him that, you know what I mean? But he still ain't gone out and gone round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. He ain't done that.
I teach him everything that he knows.
Yeah, he does, yeah. Now, sweet, anyway, people, we say be like, okay, so look, she's gone now. Finally, no, don't, let her go. They're everywhere though, innit? High grades everywhere, you alright? Good, yeah? Nice little blondie. Hello, baby. Hello. She's sexy, isn't she?
Hello, baby. The accent. Hello, baby. Hello. What type of game is this, man? Hello, baby. That voice as well. That accent. Oh my God.
Hey, fucking hell. High grade, innit? High grade. What's that? What you got? What is it? What's that? What is that? What is it?
Candle.
I don't want a fucking candle.
There's so money, cash.
Yeah, I'll give you some money. Wait there.
Money, please.
Yeah, wait there. I'll give you some money. Wait there. I'll give you some money. Wait. Right, listen, people. Be safe. Be lucky here. Out here floating about everywhere. You know what I mean? Like proper high grades as well. Like everywhere. Everywhere. You know what I mean? Like literally. Like, I'll show you. I'll have a little float about and show you. Like proper. Like when I say high grades, I mean high grades everywhere. Look, wee. All over the gap, mate. All saying hello and that. So good little bar. You know what I mean? Good little place. good little place. But there's the little gaff. So be lucky. Stay tuned.
I love how some of the girls are literally ducking the cameras, man. It's so fucking funny. So fucking funny.
And keep entertaining, we. And everywhere, like everywhere. Like no lie, everywhere, literally. Good little bar though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Nice little bar. Oh no, it's only the bar. No, it's showing the Halloween. The Halloween, look, I'm only showing the Halloween stuff. Yeah, I was only showing that. But let's appeal, be safe, be lucky. Ain't it, they're a bit on it, but when I say there's bare high grades, I mean bare high grades. I had, you know the one I had like at church, yeah? Too many like buff ones come after that, yeah? I'm like, fuck that. No, it's on me, look, it's on me, I swear that, yeah. It's on me, I'm gonna talk to it. Oh, yeah, it's on me, yeah, I promise you, yeah. But, so yeah, like just bare high.
Raw, Ted. So Brazil's a lot more like stringent on the no phones thing than the UK. I wonder what that's about. I guess because there's just, there's so much illicit stuff, I'm assuming. Maybe because there's so much like underground, illegal, near illegal things going on. But they're quite on it, innit? The bar staff, like, hey, no pictures, no videos, put your phone away. They keep the camera on you. Selfie camera only. Don't do the whole fucking panning across to the whole room. Like, they're really on it, Way more than they would be in the UK. I'm not gonna lie. They're really about, like, I don't know, savoring the atmosphere, the vibe, and making sure that if people are up to no good, they can do what they're up to no good in peace, without having somebody fucking monitoring and videoing everything. That's quite cool. I'm not gonna lie, quite cool. So I guess if you're on some madness, if you're on scumbag time, if you're on demon time, right? If you're on demonic time, if you're on fuck them kids, fuck the wife, if you're on that kind of timing, you can go there in peace. No one's gonna record you unless you record yourself.
Great. I had one sitting with us, yeah, and I was like, fuck that. I've got a better one now, you know what I mean? When I say pure high grades, I mean pure high grades. Like pure high grades. Like buff tings as well. Buff ting.
I've got to edit that now.
I can't edit, I don't edit. Chill out. No, I spoke to him, don't worry.
On my phone.
You ain't done nothing.
I just told him her hand.
No, I didn't see that. No. No. Well, all that. It wasn't there.
Jesus Christ, bro. Intense. Recommend you check it out. His latest account now, because I think he has loads of different accounts that get taken down and gone again. So definitely check out this latest account that he's got, which is what? Danny Boy 83. Danny Boy, right? That's the one right there. You see it. I think maybe I'll put it in the chat actually. Let me actually put it in the chat for those of you that give a fuck. But it's an actual pretty decent account to follow to be up to date with what he gets up to, because this guy is non-stop entertainment in my personal opinion. Non-stop entertainment. Bit crazy, bit all over the place. But if you're into that sort of thing, I highly recommend checking out Danny Boy 83. Highly recommend checking out Danny Boy 83 because he gets up to some nonsense. He gets up to some absolute, undisputed, unmitigating nonsense out there in good old Brazil.